one, pills.
All right, so far we have seen both players with their standard drinks, Packy with the big gulp, Floyd with the unknown drink uh, in a mug. As that's just kind of a trademark of both these players. With Floyd getting started, the only thing I don't like about his board is the lack of yellow on his top line. He's going to be needing to get down to some of that pretty quickly here. Otherwise, he's not going to be able to do anything with what the doctor gives him.
Yeah, but he's opening it up bit by bit. He kind of, as soon as he opens up a yellow, he's done with it. But these blues going to be really helpful to help drill down his board. Now, uh, Ook, you were talking about Floyd's lack of yellow. Take a look at Packy's board. He doesn't really have anything except for column one, unless he manufactures it himself. So he's doing some great tuck plays to make use of what he can. And now those yellows are opening up with a nice horizontal there.
Now, Packy's board opened up with a lot of really good double opportunities. Unfortunately, most of them required a double pill, which, as you know, is not the most common thing that you're going to see on these boards. But Packy's great at just continually seeing as many pills as he can. That's one of the benefits of pressing down constantly. And if he doesn't get the doubles that he needs, he just makes them.
Exactly. Now, as Packy's stream is lagging behind, we're not really going to be able to comment on too much of a lead unless, for example, Packy gets ahead of Floyd with the lag time. That seems unlikely with these high levels, but you never know. And the great thing about both of these players is they actually have a very similar style. They are pure speed players. You're not going to necessarily see giant setups that are several layers deep, but you are just going to see them slamming down on that down press and working really fast.
Yeah, that's been one of the hallmarks of Floyd's play for a long time. Is he's out at a 203 at a level 10. So just hold on to that benchmark in your mind, and we'll be able to have an idea about how ahead or behind Pack he is whenever he finishes. Yeah, that's one of the things about Floyd. It's always been that way with his play style. He plays very cleanly. Uh, with Packy, sometimes he can get himself into a bit of a mess because he's pressing down so hard, so long. But yeah, like you said, they don't take the time to think too much about huge setups. They just go for it.
Yeah, and Packy out of level 10 at a 155, so just about a little close to 10 seconds ahead of Floyd's time. Floyd has 33 viruses left to go and is off to a really clean start. Notice that all the opportunities for these doubles here, he has basically use for anything but that blue red, but now he's opened up use for it.
Yeah, Floyd missing the triple clear on those with the double yellow. The doctor decided to just give him another shot at it. As we look over Packy's board, he gets a lot of red on the on his top line.
Yeah,
Thankfully,
yikes.
he is finding ways around it, but man, oh man, he needs access to his blue.
Yeah, but we just before he lagged again, we saw him with an awesome combo. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Floyd does with this end game. If he gets the blue red that he needs, it's gonna look really great. It's gonna go really quickly. We love to see those horizontal clears and options at the in the end game.
And
Oh
of course,
wow, slide from Packy very far, but I don't know if he wanted it to be oriented in that way. That blue yellow in row one.
yeah. Oh boy, that's still just so much red. Um,
Yeah.
it's it's something we were joking with Packy about that on the stream chat yesterday, in between matches, just how much red he ended up with, and like Larvid mentioned, he's got a little bit of a vendetta against that particular color, as Floyd out about a 418, I think.
hmm and drilling into this level 12 already needed that blue red at the beginning, and he was getting it. Dr. Mario very kind to him there. Nice combo here. He's got some nice double opportunities through the center of the board. Nice horizontal there to be very efficient.
Yep. Piece efficiency, really a hallmark of good play and a hallmark of what Floyd does best. As if you ever play against him on a Thursday during one of our weekly checkups, yeah, you figure that out pretty quickly. That Floyd, he doesn't waste a lot of time. Uh, he's
Mhm.
usually one of the first ones out whenever there's a seeded match to play.
Definitely. Now, Packie doing a great job here. And notice we said that Floyd was out of level 11 at about a 418, and Packie out at a 404. So he does have the lead when it comes to relative time. Nice horizontal clear from Floyd.
Yeah, it's hard to say who's got the advantage. I mean, obviously Packy's got the lead now, but with as well as Floyd has been playing, we're not seeing a lot of misdrops. And again, that's what you see when Floyd plays. It's clean. He doesn't make a bunch of huge setups, but he also doesn't misdrop very often. So if he doesn't win this, it's not going to be because of a failure on his part. It's just going to be because Packy is Packy. Look at this.
Hmm.
Look at this. Almost a full
Woo!
line clear, Floyd.
Beautiful. And he is going to be out at a 613. Packy had to deal with a little bit of garbage at the beginning of that game. I think it was a yellow in column 7. Whoa, but beautiful fat combo there for Packy to clear out a lot of red. Um, you can see, I think he's creating this well in the center of his board, which may cause some drop time later, but things are looking okay for him right now.
Yeah, that was a pure, uh, just expert level play that shows you how long Packy's been doing this. There were about 5 different ways to use all of that red that he got, and trust Packy to find the most efficient way to clear as many viruses as possible. He's seen so many boards over the years, and that's just a hallmark of that play.
Yeah, and the thing is that, round 1, level 6 through 9, there's so much variation and so much RNG can do for you. It can really make or break your game, and that's true for these higher levels as well, but you really have a much better chance of working around bad RNG and playing efficiently as possible, showing off your combo game and showing your foresight.
Absolutely. One of the things that we talk about with these players, we get asked about playing all the same seed and things like that. When it comes to Dr. Mario, if you are an elite player, 9 times out of 10, the seed's not going to matter as much. There's a reason that Packy scares everybody when it comes down to playing this game. It's because it doesn't matter what he gets. He's going to play it, and he's going to play it in the best way possible. Floyd now out at an 8-10, so now we wait for 2 minutes to see what Packy has for us.
Yeah, and Packie was out of level 12 at about a 608. So that puts him 5 seconds ahead of Floyd. Now, in these levels, which are more of a marathon than a sprint, 5 seconds is not really too much. I didn't note the virus count differential there a couple seconds into Floyd's level, but um, yeah, anything could happen here. And so we'll just comment on Packie's play, but can't give you the exciting, the riveting play-by-play that we could normally give you. Nice combo from Packie to drop into a horizontal.
Yeah, on Floyd's side, we see, of course, the empty room as Floyd has realized, hey, I've got a minute, so he's gone on probably to get some more Dr. Mario juice. Uh,
Definitely. Uh, I think Floyd has moved recently. A couple of us in the community are doing that same thing, and I await the return of his giant Dr. Mario statue. His good luck, good luck charm.
as I understand it, that ended up in storage and is not going to be seen again. I don't know if that's the case, but that is the story I seem to recall from right after the move. We'll have to wait till we can hear from Floyd to get confirmation on that.
So as Packy heads into his final dozen viruses or so, look at how much red he needs. Anything yellow is probably going to be used to drop down those reds in column 7. But a lot of red yellow possibilities there. He looked like he started getting a little bit of a blitz, and let's hope that continues. But he's going to want to use those reds to prioritize everywhere where there's a red virus.
Yeah, story of the tournament there. Did you happen to double check on what Floyd's time was before he reset? I want to say it was an
Oh,
8:10.
I think it was an E10, yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be very close to what Packy gets. He's got to have six more reds. There's one, two, three. He's not going to get it.
Oh boy, unless he got that double red. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
no.
Oh,
So
eight
that is an 8:14
fourteen.
for Packy. And we've got confirmation in the chat from our restreamer Dave. Thank you, the Dave. That is going to be a win for Floyd in game number one. But man, oh man, that was a very tight game. Packy giving us the applause. And now we're going to be setting back up for game two.
Right, and I hope we don't have that same lag time again, but notice Floyd saying that was agonizing. I mean, he's leaving the room so he does not have to watch what might happen as Packy chases that timer. And Packy doesn't know what's gonna happen. So, it's a weird situation. We have readies from both players.
This must be what it feels like to be a Tetris player. Ugh.
Oh, with a chase down, yikes. All right. 3, 2, 1, pills in game 2. We need a best of 5 there, so we could be going for a little while. I think, one thing about Packy's play is when he is down a game, he kicks it into
Yeah.
another gear, and that's sort of the tip behind the terrifying myth. He really, turns on the aggression.
Yeah, Packy's got a different speed that he saves just for situations like this. So if you guys wanted to see a hot time, I would pay attention to this next game.
Yes, he seems to set them after a loss. And hot times in 10 through 13, you can check out on our website, lovingly curated by Floyd and DM Hero, that any hot time is sub 8:15 there. So I believe actually Floyd did set a hot time
Yes,
in that
indeed.
first game. Nicely done.
Shows how little I commentate these later rounds. I'm not familiar enough with the times. I never play them. Anyway, so Floyd getting a good start on this level 10. Nothing too much to complain about. He's keeping good color diversity. Doctor's been rather kind to him, and as soon as we get Packy in, nice drop double there. We'll have an idea of what Floyd's gonna be facing.
Right. And Floyd's been getting really nice RNG, very favorable to work with, and you see him prioritizing nicely. He's going to need a ton of blue, obviously. But the great thing about that is just anytime he sees a blue, he can work on a different plan. Not sure if he's going to try to go for those blues in row two horizontally. Looks like that might be the play. Definitely the red horizontally in row one, and it's already cleared. But now just blue all the way. Let's hope he gets that.
And he set himself up to be able to set that up, but of course the doctor is hot dogging him with a lot of red, a lot of yellow, and I mean, what are you gonna do?
Right. Now he did have that little L shape in columns 2 and 3, and the great thing about that little figure is that it's equally as efficient to go horizontally and vertically, depending on any drop time in the board. But now just Floyd needs a couple of blues. He'll be out, and he's out at a 220. So a little bit slower than this last game so far. He was out at a 203 last time.
Yeah, and if Packy gets himself a good board, that's not going to be what you want to give Packy is the opportunity to just barrel down on you, and hopefully for Floyd's sake, that's not what happens, but hopefully for Packy's sake, it is.
Right. And
Unbiased commentary.
Yes, and we do still have plenty of lag on Packy's side. And that may have something to do with the play. Oh, Packy getting started here on his level 10. But Floyd's kind of playing in a vacuum at the moment, so this could be very calming or very agonizing for him.
It's very similar to the situation that we get whenever we are qualifying for the tournament. For those who are interested in qualifying, the way you do that is you join our Discord and just announce that you'll be doing a 30-minute run, and that's what you do. You play starting at level 0, any speed you'd like for 30 minutes, and it like you said, it's very much a play in the vacuum. So something we're all a little accustomed to, but it does give you plenty of opportunities to get in your own head.
Ooh, and we just had a beautiful cascading combo from Packy to basically clear out the entire top half of his board. So really nicely done there. Very efficient, quick clears, although blue yellow is the name of the game at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna get some of that. Uh, some really nice combos to clear up stuff. He's hoping there. Okay, good. I was gonna say he's hoping to get something yellow so that he can take care of that column 7 because having yellow in column 8, yellow in column 7, he wants to prioritize the top of that column 8 because otherwise it's going to be a real sticking point at the end. But at the same time, you need double yellows to be able to clear it out. Floyd coming out about a 433, and I don't know. He's got a poker face. It's hard to tell if he thinks that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, it's really it'll be so hard for him to tell because he does not have a Packy in his peripheral vision. But he has saved a couple of seconds in relative to his last game. I think that's how we can manage to talk about it a little bit. But Packy doing really, really well here. As soon as he clears out those reds in column 8, he's going to be free and clear. Although he opts not to do that because he is going to go for that blue horizontally and doesn't want to mess up that plan. So he's out at a 157. That is very fast compared to Floyd's 220. So Packy is very much ahead right now.
Absolutely. Floyd getting a bit staircased on just a lot of different colors. It's almost like the doctor just took some broad brush strokes and just painted irises all down the middle of the board there. Uh, that's not ideal, but if Wood gets the right colorations, he can really knock out a lot of bits very quick.
Exactly. Now, Packy was dealing with a massive yellow situation on the top of his board, had a beautiful T or sort of cross there to clear a bunch of it out. But still, yellow is a situation on both column 1 and column 6. And since those are much higher up, and now you even see it on column 4, he is probably going to have to take some serious drop time to clear out those yellows and diversify that board, Ook.
Yeah, he had a few ideas going on at the bottom of his board that were competing with each other. As a result, he wanted those yellows, what is that, 5 rows up horizontal. It's not going to be an easy now, but he might be able to get it. It's just really going to depend on which pill combinations he gets, and I think he's abandoned it, and rightly so because he's got opportunities for doubles everywhere.
Yeah. Now, meanwhile, Floyd just needs this one blue, and he's going to be out at a 650 out of level 12. Um, Notice he did have that red that looked like it might have been a misdrop, but he made it into a nice platform so that that end game was much more efficient. So he is off to a really quick start on this level, setting up really well for these yellow blues. Meanwhile, Packy still having, he is going to have to take some drop time here. Notice every column or every row of drop time is about a quarter of a second. And so it'll add up over a long marathon like this.
And you talking about all that saved me from saying something about Floyd needing reds because he got the pieces that he needed and is now down to a layer that is almost completely red. Uh, that was a bit of an issue earlier, but like I said, he got what he needed to take care of that particular issue and is really keeping a good solid flat board.
And now Packy dropped down that bottom row so that he did not have to do any kind of a bracket clear. Bracket clear, it looks like a C and it relies on specific pieces. So he's out at about a 421, which Floyd was out at a 433. So Packy is losing a little bit of time relative to Floyd, but is still ahead time wise.
Yep. That's where Packy wants to be. He wants to be able to just sneak it right on in, but really doesn't want to give up any time to Floyd. Just like giving up time to Packy is dangerous, giving up time to Floyd is dangerous as well. It's not where you want to be if you want to if you're not sitting in the driver's seat. And Packy down one game is not sitting in the driver's seat at the moment.
Definitely. Now, Floyd still needing a bunch of reds. That seems to be a situation for most of the game, but this is a really friendly board. Everything is now completely open. Just needs one more yellow, and he's going to get it. He's out at an 853. So, not quite the hot time, but still very respectable. And we're just going to have to wait for Packy to chase down not only level 12, but level 13. So, we'll just focus in on his play. He really needs reds.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Floyd take another step out. There he goes.
Yeah, there he
I
goes.
wouldn't be able to handle it either. I remember playing last month, and my heart rate was so high the entire time. Um, and this this is just this got to be really difficult on the old ticker. So
Definitely.
Packy got a little bit of a tower that he's taken down on that column 6, and now it's he needs one blue. Really prefer to have it with a red, but maybe he's going to wait for that. As okay, I didn't see that. See, this is why Packy's a better player than me. That was a great move.
I
Shut up
was
and enjoy
really
it.
I was really excited for that. Saw him thinking about that. Didn't know exactly which blue horizontal he was going to go with, but really nicely done there. Now he just again just needs a bunch of reds. That was the story this whole level, and for both of them really. So we are waiting for him to be getting the reds that he needs. Now, he is playing on high speed, and so you'll notice that he is going to do basically a little flip right at the beginning of every single drop. You see that, and it will help him spin the pills a little more quickly. He's out at a 650. Ook, that is exactly the same time that Floyd had coming out of 12.
Wow. So it's 2 minutes to see what he can do, and it's, that's quite a bit of pressure. You know, Floyd is feeling it right now, but there's nothing he can do about it. Packy, there's everything he can do about it. Is he's got that nice cross clear there.
Hmm. I really like this board for Packy. It is really nice and even. Look at this beautiful combo
Mm.
into a drop T and then another vertical. What?
Yeah, that's the sort of play that will get you absolutely just demolishing a level like this. We'll see if he can keep it up. We'll see if the pills keep coming for him to allow him to keep it up. Look at this. He's going to get a horizontal. He did not choose the horizontal. I thought he was going to.
Right, still didn't choose the horizontal. I thought he was going to with those blues right in the center, but he's got plenty of opportunity. Now, yellow is going to be a little bit of an issue for him. Notice we've only got yellows blocked, and they're kind of horizontal. There, he takes one of them horizontally.
Yep. One man's trash, is another man's horizontal. And that's about the way of things. This is still very tight. I give the odds pretty even about who's going to win this one. There's absolutely no way to tell. Pacquiao sitting with about 40 seconds left to finish this level. I know he can do it. The question is whether or not he will.
Right, and sometimes we talk about the clear rate as a stat here, and that is the number of seconds it takes to kill a virus. And most elite players are under 3 seconds to kill a virus. So yeah, this could be very very close. Often I don't love to use the clear rate stat, but here when we're trying to compare them in real time, might actually be something pretty useful.
Yes, indeed. As clearing out, well, he didn't decide to clear the yellow out the way I thought he might. Looks like once he gets that yellow out of the way, he's going to be able to do a horizontal on that red.
Oh my
He's got
gosh.
his blues, but he's again
Oh,
not going to get the three reds in time. And
oh, four
another
seconds.
4 seconds.
Oh,
So
oh
that
my
puts
goodness.
Floyd at 8 seconds ahead of Packy over two
Oh
matches.
boy.
Oh
Okay.
man.
GG's, guys. Yeah, Packy is not gonna like that. And again, such a tough situation. You don't know what you're up against. Um, even though you are playing solo and you're not having the same kind of situation as in a versus game, looking at someone else's board on the stream can help you decide which way you're going to go.
Yeah, that's I tend to keep my phone just in my peripheral so that I can glance at it whenever I finish a level to see whether or not my opponent is finished. And that's not having that at all. I don't know if it's a help or a hindrance.
Yeah, I would guess that for these two players, it might be a little bit of a hindrance. We do have readies from both players, so as soon as we get that countdown, we will be off for our third game. So Packy fighting for his tournament life, Floyd hoping that there's less of a lag so that he doesn't have to leave the room. And we have 3, 2, 1 pills.
I think though I would prefer to be in Floyd's position there than to know exactly how far I've got because those from whenever you're playing your qualifier, knowing you only got 5, 6, 7 seconds, it really affects your brain. And knowing you have to clear levels that way, I can't imagine what that must feel like.
Yeah, for sure. Look at Floyd tearing down this level already. I was thinking that there were so many opportunities for like fancy tucks, and Floyd is having none of that, and it's just working super quickly though. So he is just charging through top line after top line, and it's very smooth. Although he's gonna hit a little bit of a roadblock with all these reds on columns 1, 2, and 4, 5.
Yeah, those reds can really cause you some headaches. Uh, though is going to be very helpful to open up access to his yellow. I'm not sure he wanted to put that horizontal. Okay, yeah, he was planning a horizontal on that blue underneath. That's that's good play, but now he is sitting with pretty much no need for yellow and absolutely no need for blue. So the doctor giving him double reds at just the time he doesn't need them. Insult to
Exactly.
injury, doc. Insult to injury.
But nice combo here, dropping down, and just needs 2 reds to be out of this level. Um, and double reds. Ooh, out at a 141. That is a
That's
really
a
good
nice
time
time.
for level 10, and that is about 15 seconds faster than his game 1. I'm writing this down, these times down feverishly to make sure we can compare.
Yeah, that's great because I am just sitting here staring at a couple of really good board. Well, one really good board for the moment, but as Floyd has every desire to get these blues filled with the triple there. I don't know if he's going to be able to set himself up for it on that column 8. That is one of the hardest places to be able to get access to that, and now he abandons it, goes ahead for the double, and then he's going to get a single afterwards. But again, needs red, needs it bad.
Definitely. Nice work with the horizontal there, opening up only 1 yellow. This is going to be in column 7 and 8 a good play there. But yeah, again, now yellow not very useful. He just needs those reds. Taking some out in column 2, but he has a lot of different places to put them. So that's all right.
I know he would love to have found a way to desandwich to be able to get access to those reds in column 5, but unfortunately, that blue is just sitting there. There's nothing he could have done about it. So nice to just go ahead and get it off the board and focus on something else. I
Right.
think we're about to get Packy starting. Oh,
Theme?
false alarm. Yep.
Oh, yep, yep. There we
Sweet.
go. That's what we wanted. And meanwhile, Floyd had a really good uh, sequence of RNG to get those reds off the board pretty quickly, and everything is gone but those reds.
Ah, a
Um,
red yellow, just what he would look for.
uh, yes,
Use it
and
the
there
way
we go.
I would have, but then again, I'm not in the semifinals. Out of the
Yeah, and again,
351.
351. Yeah, that's about 30 seconds faster than his first game. So Floyd really turning up the speed here. And just so you know, with Packy's lag situation, uh, he thinks he's starting along with the stream. Um, so he really does not know what's going to happen, and he may have to wait to see the result of this match just alongside of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Packy is he's not really trying. He's certainly not trying to get an advantage out of this, and I honestly I don't think it is one anyway. But this is part of what happens whenever you're playing in an online setting. As Packy gets started and immediately has a double opportunity, but no access to red at the top line.
hmm And Floyd had trouble cracking this level 12. It just the beginning just wasn't very friendly. Nice combo for Packy. Um, now notice that he didn't, he dropped some red, or he cleared some red that was right above a red. And since red wasn't the most common virus color on the top of that board, didn't really matter in terms of prioritization.
Yeah, sorry. Just trying to focus on both these boards right here, and I looking at the pieces that Packy's getting. Um, I think this could be a really strong level for him. We had a really good one out of Floyd. Packy might to beat it.
Yeah, but Floyd already deep into level 12 here. Setting up for a really smooth end game. Notice this blue yellow going to be excellent for him, dropping down into that combo, and now just needs a bunch of yellow to work with.
Lead. All right, there's 2 out of 6. 3, 4, 5. The doctor's going to give it to him. He's out at a 610, averaging just a touch over 2 minutes a level. Still
Right.
really, really good times.
Yeah, and his first game, he was out of level 12 at 613, so he's just slightly ahead of that hot time pace. And ook, the top of this board is so double friendly. It is beautiful.
Oh,
Nice drop into a
nice.
horizontal. I thought maybe for a second he might be going for a drop fat log. That would have been pretty complicated, but yeah. Ooh, this is looking so good.
Yes, indeed. As we see Packy right at the end of this level 10, but oh, a misdrop.
Oh,
That is not where he wanted to put that double yellow, and he does get another one. Is able to clear it out, but that is going to put him just a touch behind. As now he's waiting for three more. Now he's waiting for two more blues. He gets one, gets two. He's out at a 153. That is a solid time. How close was that to what Floyd had?
yeah. So he's about 12 seconds behind Floyd, and again, on a levels 10 through 13, that's not super significant there. So we will see probably a pretty chase down situation.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. So Floyd was turning kind of a nasty board into a much better one. Notice that even though there's a spire in column 4 there, he can sort of seesaw that down really quickly with some quick low drop clears. So this is going to be very fast as Packy making quick work so far of his level 11.
Yeah, but he needs red again. We've been saying that literally for 2 days for Hacky. It's just red. That's what the doctor wants him to have to deal with, and that's what he's not giving him. But man, that was a beautiful kind of lightning bolt, double clear. It was everything it needed to be just there.
And Floyd out at an 8:18, so that is just barely outside of that hot times range. So we're going to be looking for Packy to do something pretty amazing in order to stay in this tournament.
Yes, indeed. So hang on to your seats, folks. We got about 5 minutes to see what pack he's going to give us. Hopefully, he is not, in fact, using his Wi-Fi hotspot off of his phone. That's what our streamer is mentioning. I don't know why he would mention that, but
Yeah, I don't know why he would mention that either, Ook. Not that anyone would be stupid enough to do that. Uh, that was my issue
absolutely.
yesterday.
I wasn't going to be the one to bring it up, but I will absolutely
Yeah,
milk it for all it's worth now that it has
that's
been.
my bad. Beautiful combo from Packy there, taking out most of the center of that board. Notice he's got great plans. These row two yellows are going to come out, setting up a horizontal in row one. And if he gets that going with a red blue, he's going to
You like
drop
that
down
one?
into yeah, yeah, and he's going to drop down into very close to a red horizontal as well.
And he's
Oof.
going to set that yellow down exactly where you'd expect him to. Now he needs a red, and now he really would love a red yellow to finish this out.
I would
He'll
love
get a
that
red
too.
and then a yellow.
Ooh,
How
beautiful
does
fat log
do
drop.
this?
3:55, so that is, just 4 seconds behind where Floyd was at the same point, so really he is turning up the speed, and so he's made this a much closer game.
And Floyd doing exactly what I would be doing at this point, just stepping away, doing the best he can to keep his nerves down, just in case this goes to a game four. Or
Oh, and we do see Packy in the chat, time traveling, yes, like, he's seen the result, he knows what happened, on his stream, so, no spoilers, Packy, no spoilers,
right.
chat. We're just gonna call this one out, and what would you say about this, Ook? What does Packy need at the moment?
Oh dear, I think it might be red again. A double red coming up in this next pill would be perfect, but we'll just have to wait and see what that is. Oh, it's not a double
Definitely.
red. Really manufacture one is the next question I have. Um,
Oh,
and
yeah.
looks like he might. Ends up going
Di
with a single red. There's the double red he needed.
Oh, but this is good, very clearing out very efficiently here in spite of the RNG. See, nice manufactured combo there, not getting all viruses, but the garbage working really well to eliminate drop time. And so notice this blue on top of the red setting up to build that horizontal. And so this will drop it. Now it is going to drop some garbage, um, but it'll clear out pretty quickly.
Find a use for it. Oh, oh, please tell me he flipped that.
Oh,
It, it-
yeah, I know. We're
it's
seeing.
frozen. We can't tell.
Oh no, yeah, that was not
Oh,
that was not flipped. Actually, I'm finding commentating this lag business pretty fun. You
yeah.
don't know
It's
exactly what's happened.
usually we don't have time to talk about what's going on because the game happens so fast. Now it's having that little bit of a time to go, wait, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? It's very different from what we normally do.
Uh, I thought that maybe Packy was gonna go for that double yellow there, horizontal, and now he does go for it because he wanted to have that blue horizontal there as well. But he did cover the blue that way, manages to open it up. But it might be a little bit difficult to get to that blue. I think he needs to abandon any hope of getting that horizontally. So he just needs a couple of blues.
We'll get there eventually. There we go. Oh,
Okay,
a double. That's nice. Out of a
613.
613.
Okay, so Floyd was out at a 610. And so again, this is a very narrow margin of a lead for Floyd. Um,
Poor Floyd.
so this may be like a two virus lead for Floyd at the moment. Yeah, Floyd pacing anxiously as Packy is chasing this. Um, Really great start to this level by Packy. Notice the nice horizontal there. Getting a little bit of everything he needs. I'd love to have him get a blue red for column one. He gets it just a little bit after I want it for him.
Happy Father's Day, Floyd. You get to pace just like a father in the delivery room. Is the doctor going to provide? Will this be a win with 10 fingers and 10 toes? We don't know yet.
Spoken like a true dad. The only
Yes,
thing more we
indeed.
could ask for are some horrible puns, so you can start working on those.
Oh, dear.
Yep. And a nice combo down there for Packy taking out some garbage. Now this board is beautifully diverse. Again, a beautiful combo there. Taking those blues out, that blue out horizontally to limit that drop time and make more space. Really nicely done there.
I suppose I should make some jokes about slow acting medicines, but nothing's really coming to mind.
Oh, is he going to do the tea? Yes.
He did
Sweet
the
tea from
tea.
Packy there. Um, sliding that underneath. Really nicely done. And this this is going blisteringly fast. If he ugh,
Is he
I
going to
feel
tuck
sound
it?
like a broken record. I know, is he gonna tuck that? Is he gonna tuck
I
that?
don't know. Nope, going to take it
No, he
horizontally
doesn't?
or vertically.
Okay.
But the blitz is over with the double. So that is something that we know is that if you get a blitz of double yellows, the double blue next thing it comes up. But he's setting up. There is that's a nice combo. I think Packy's gonna have this one. Just needs four more reds. Now three more, and he's got 12 seconds to get them.
Okay,
There's
there's one.
one.
There we
There they
go.
are. All
All
right.
right.
It's a 5 seconds. Wow. So that is the biggest advantage either player has taken in all three games.
Oh boy.
Oh, we get to do it again.
All right.
This is the Dr. Mario. This might be the Dr. Mario we need we want, but it is certainly the Dr. Mario.
Yes, so we are gonna take a little bit of break while Packy restarts his stream. He will get back to us in a second. So Floyd, sit tight. Chat, sit tight. We're gonna wait for Packy. We'll be back just a second. Welcome back, everybody. We think we have Packy's stream back up. We also think there might still be some lag, but we're rolling with it. So we see Floyd, we see Packy and his closet. Um, we've asked Packy in his chat to just go ahead and get started, so we have maybe less of a lag. And anyone who's watching Packy, if you see him finish before we do, no spoilers. So let us see if Floyd has a ready.
And we've got it.
Right? And Packy is also back.
Somehow, maybe I'm just hopefully dreaming. It does seem like Floyd. Nope, never mind. I was going to say, it looks like he's got a little bit more stability on his stream, but then it just died on us again.
Right. So let's just give Floyd a countdown there, and we will keep track very closely of these players' times. And
All
three,
right, and
two,
there's our
one, Floyd.
indeed. Again, our 4 seed versus our 1 seed. This is a best of 5, 10 to 13, and Floyd gets a double blue, followed by a double red. If he gets a double yellow next, I'm going to be very happy for him. As wow, this is one of the most double friendly level 10s I think I've ever seen.
Yes, not the most diverse at the top, but beautiful stuff here. And so he can get a lot going this way as long as these pills involve yellow.
And they don't.
But really nice combo there. Floyd does have the opportunity to take out those yellows horizontally. I'm wondering if he's going to build on top of that yellow in column 3 to create a really nice L opportunity. Ook.
I mean, that's what I would have done. But patience will only get you so far when it comes to doing this, and patience is something great to have when, say, got when you've got the opportunity to do a reset. If it's out, uh, neither player really has that benefit has the chance to do that right now.
Definitely not. I think if I were Floyd right now and I were not in a competition situation, I might have hit reset already on this. This level is going a little bit more slowly than his the other levels that he's been doing, which have been kind of in the smoking territory. Look at this nice combo, clearing viruses and garbage off the board, followed by another combo. Again, needs a lot of yellow ook.
Yeah, yellow is definitely what's going to be a sticking point here, and it doesn't look like it's going to change as we see Packy getting started as uh, just nothing too much to talk about with his board. He's going to be lacking in yellow himself here pretty soon, but not so much that it's going to be a real sticking point.
hmm And Floyd just needs one red. He's out at a 206.
Not where he's going to want to be, but certainly nothing to sneeze at. As Packy getting these yellows that he just absolutely doesn't need. He might be horizontal with this blue. Uh, he does do that and gets a nice combo out of it.
Floyd had a really nice L there in the center of the board with blues. Now, notice how much blue he needs. He's got to be as efficient as possible. And luckily, he's getting a couple of these double blues. Nice combo off the side of the board. But notice columns 1 and 2 are red. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4 all red. So he's going to have to focus his prioritization there. Meanwhile, Packy looking to maybe get something going with this blue in column 2, dropping down into a yellow combo, perhaps, and avoiding a lot of drop time. Look at that, clearing that red off of the top in column 2, made for some really quick work down the line.
Absolutely savage, and we're hoping that maybe he'll get a double yellow out of this, or just be able to manufacture one as he's doing right now. Meanwhile, looking at Floyd's side, it's not the board that he would like to have right now, but he does get an opportunity for this triple. Very nicely done. And got a chance to take out these reds horizontally, getting some double opportunities. It looks like a solid, not a great end game, but certainly a solid one.
Meanwhile, a beautiful drop cross from Packy. So he is out of 10 at a 145. That is about a 20-second advantage to Floyd. And the thing is that we had a similar game before this that Floyd took. So again, it's going to be it's going to be a long one for these two players to see who ultimately takes the cake.
Yep. Thankfully, it's only a 2 minute differential between the two players' timers. As Floyd out at a 4:17, that's a little bit of an improvement over what he was doing in level number 10. I think his 11 was a bit.
hmm That's his second fastest game of the set so far through those two levels, I believe. So not bad, but still not as incandescent as some of his earlier games. Now, notice Packy is setting up to take that yellow horizontally towards the top because he will have an epic combo clearing a lot of blue off the board and thinking ahead, dropping down so that he could possibly take that red horizontally. Nice yellow horizontal. Look at this board clearing up, Ook.
Yeah, that is what he wants to see. Packy again. This is still an elimination game. Yes, Packy is in control, but if this doesn't work out for him, that is going to be it for his tournament. Meanwhile, Floyd just trying to get one more win so that he can take this and make his way to another finals.
Yeah, and I mean, lag aside, I don't know. Is chat hoping to see a decider between these two players?
That's always hoping to see a decider. They get more Dr. Mario out of us for free.
Definitely. So Floyd making his way through just a ton uh, of just packed up stuff there at the bottom of this board. This double yellow going to be really helpful for him. And he has an opportunity if he clears out this yellow in row one and column three, he can just drop that and make a really nice red horizontal. Although he's going to go for the verticals too, and a quick play that is. Pills just work out that actually all the reds are going to come off vertically.
Speaking of reds, that's exactly what Packy needs, as he's out at a 350. So again, about a 20-second difference. And if the RNG had been kinder, that would have been a little bit higher. Packy really taking to Floyd in this game four.
Mhm. And actually, that's almost about a 30-second advantage for Packie at the time, because Floyd finished at 4:17. Um, so it's about a 27-second advantage there. But now Floyd digging into this level 13. Column 7 and 8 are going to be a little bit tough until he's able to bring down column 8. There's going to be some drop time.
Yeah, but he does have the foresight to kind of combine that drop time so that he's not only taking what's going down on column 8 as drop time, but he's also taking it on column 7 at the exact same time. By combining those two drop times, he's actually saving himself exactly as much drop time as he takes.
Really nice combo from Packy there, dropping down to open up that horizontal yellow, which he then drops. Now it's going to make a little bit of garbage, but no problem. Easy to clear off, and yellow is not a problem point at the moment. Wow, look at that micro adjustment from Packy, just sliding those things over. That's not easy to do on high speed.
Yeah. Meanwhile, looking at Floyd's board, he got a pretty extended red blitz, double red blitz earlier, and that has taken almost every bit of red off of his board. Exactly what he would want, exactly when he needed it. Honestly, he could have used about one more of the red pills, but that is going to get him out of this 13 at possibly his fastest time of the night, because he just needs two more yellows. There's one, there's two, out at an 806.
Okay.
Goodness.
All right. We see you, Floyd.
But look at
8
what pack he's got coming up. Look at
806.
this. Go ahead.
Oh my
Sorry.
goodness. 806 is the 15th fastest time on the leaderboard. You see Floyd jumping up out of his seats. He knows it's a hot time, but Packy was very far ahead going into level 12, so I don't know if he can keep it up.
Give him a red blue, Doc.
Come on, red blue.
There it
Yes.
is.
Woo! Look at this. Yes.
We want the
Beautiful.
combo.
Yeah.
We don't
Now
care who
the
wins. We want the combo.
the bottom of that board looks a little bit messy, but it is set up perfectly for some nice combos. Look, dropping this red is going to clear. Um, the next red is going to clear that blue.
I really love a double red there just to reduce his drop time by one line. It's just a quarter second, but that's what they want. And he's going to be out. Looks like as soon as that red clears. Yep, 6:05. 2 minutes. Go.
All right. Well, he's down 10 seconds now. Packy has already reported the the end time of this. He says he got 8:18, which means that Floyd will go on to the finals. But
Oh
we're gonna
wow.
call this out. Beautiful combo from Packy there.
This is why we still watch the game no matter what.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was beautiful. Uh, hopefully, hopefully Packy gets a second to just sit back and enjoy this because that was some great play there. Used both players regardless.
Well, yeah, he's gotta come into the booth soon, so he's gotta take a little break, watch this happen.
Packy
Wow,
making some really good plays here.
yeah, especially considering he just needs so much yellow at the moment, yellow and red. Um, but using what he this blue garbage is really not garbage at all. It's just adding to diversity. And so he's able to open up more options there for what he can throw down.
Yeah, and the doctor being not generous today. He's being kind, I would say, but not particularly generous for Packy, um, as he's just getting the pills that he needs, just not the exact pills that he needs.
Hmm. Now he does have a big sort of gap in the center of this board. Notice column 4. It looks like he's setting up for a good horizontal there, but if he drops those horizontal reds, it will block a horizontal yellow opportunity for a little bit. But now he's opened that back up. I'd love to see him get a yellow red, and I'd actually love to see him prioritize that left hand side.
Oh, there it is. He just manufactured one. It's
Oh,
fine.
drop it to the fat log. All right,
Okay.
beautifully done.
All right. So he's going to be sharing. Well, it doesn't end up mattering. I was going to say he's going to be end up sharing this drop time, but that didn't end up mattering as he took out the piece that would have had the drop time altogether. Let's see if he uses this double blue and column 2. That would make the most sense because he's got that yellow waiting. Normally,
Hmm.
you'd want to take the one that's higher up, but in this case, oh well,
Oh,
he had his look ahead going, and wow, not for
yeah.
lack of trying. That was a great finish to that board, and GG's to Packy, and GG's to Floyd as well, as he'll be going on to the finals to face the winner of our next match, Watchma versus Frank.
All right.